a wall that's covered with like pictures and like newspaper articles and stuff like that.
You seem to know a lot about this, Aaron.
Yeah, because I've seen movies like that.
Sure, seen movies.
Yeah.
It's in your room every second.
What?
Huh? What? Nothing.
So, have you ever met anybody that's ever actually done that?
A serial killer?
No. No.
Yeah. Oh.
Where they put all the stuff on the wall and solve the problem. They're like looking at it with their arms crossed. They always show that scene.
Well, I guess just detectives. I don't know.
Kinda. That's what my girlfriend went to school for originally.
What, criminals?
Blood spatter analysis.
That's what it's called? Blood splatter?
Blood spatter.
So, you dissect the blood splatter?
Yeah, they're the ones like, that find out how they got hit or whatever.
Got hit how hard?
Like a CSI?
Yeah, kind of like that.
So did she...
But we lived in Ohio, so she's like, well, you know, finance works too. So she only got her bachelor's into criminal science.
So did she ever make a wall like that when she? Or did she? Did they teach
No,
her?
but she
was there a
had
class on
projects
that?
like that. Yeah, she kind of had. She didn't have a wall or anything like
Make
that.
a collage.
Huh. I feel like
She had these really morbid tests that were kind of like pictures of, you know, little black dots.
Oh,
and like which direction did it come from, or you know what kind of pressure. It was really friggin' creepy, actually.
So it's like if a blood splatter was coming 10 miles from this direction, another blood splatter is coming. Which blood splatter would reach there first, and how long would it take?
If a blood splatter departs for Norway on a train going.
And what if it's delayed? The blood splatter is delayed 5 minutes, and blood splatter B derailed and splattered all the people inside. That was an ambulance.
I was going to say, speaking of splattered people.
Oh, speaking of blood splatter.
No, that's 2 ambulances.
Ambuli.
Ambuli? There's 2 ambulances. Must be buy one get one free day. Brandon, we went to the Adidas store, and then it was close to this place where we get really good pizza, and then South Beach. We'll probably take you there. We always go there. It's really good, and so. Okay. So we went to. Our plan was to go to Adidas and then go to the vegan place. The vegan place is about 20 minutes from the South Beach, or the Adidas place. Wait, did I just say that? I forgot exactly.
The Adidas place was close to South Beach. You said the opposite.
Did I? I was not paying attention to what I say. I really did. Anyway, so
what are you thinking about? Thinking about something else?
I don't know. I get distracted easily. Ooh, a butterfly.
Where's a butterfly?
So we didn't eat breakfast and everything. So we were like, oh well, let's just get a pizza and then split it. You know, because the pizzas are pretty big. They're really good pizzas. So we split a 3 mushroom pizza. It's pretty good. And then we went to the vegan place, and then we got a vegan pizza. So we got two pizzas in the span of 40 minutes. So this is a fancy vegan pizza.
Both pizzas were pretty fancy, really.
They're fancy.
Even the rustic is pretty fancy.
The vegan pizza was fancy.
It's fancy. So fancy like borderline not good fancy.
What all was on it?
But it was good though.
What do you mean? What's borderline not fancy?
Borderline not good. You know what I mean? Like when something's so fancy that it's not actually good, it's just fancy.
You are on the fastest route despite usual traffic. You will
Yeah, because it's really bizarre.
Oh, because it's unique?
Yeah. Unique New York.
Unique.
Why is it wet over here?
Organic.
I know, it's a little different, isn't it?
It's like those cartoons. Though. I think Miami is like those cartoons where it's just a rain cloud over like the coyote.
One party.
You know? So Miami is just coyote.
It's just covered in carrots.
Carrots?
But there's everything organic.
Origami? You fold up your food? Origami, right? Everything's organic.
Organic.
Because you can't eat crane.
Garlic?
You can't eat paper crane.
Sae Mee thought it was Parmesan cheese, and then she put it was garlic.
Oh my.
And I put
Yeah, so today we stay away from Sae Mee. No collabs today, Sammy.
I still got some mints if you need them.
Yeah, you eat the whole thing, okay? You don't even take it out like a tin. You just put the whole tin in your mouth. So you mint. Did you bring markers?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
I packing last night.
Oh, okay.
Turn right onto US
Here's a
Highway
marker
1000.
character today. I'm very panicked. I'm gonna be very panicked.
Penny.
Oh, Sammy, I was thinking if we do
Hey,
a
look at
collab.
this guy. How did he get here? I thought he was in Korea.
He's not Korean.
Korea style.
Oh, Korean style?
But it looks like maybe Cuba style. Gooding Jr.
Snow dogs.
Stand there in the rain.
No, he's got a.
There's a man selling vegetables and fruits. That's what we were talking about, in case anybody can't see.
I think it's just fruits. I don't see any vegetables.
Oh yeah, just fruit.
I
Just
don't-
circular fruits.
I feel like people like on the street selling stuff, you know, in bags, you know. It's never fruits. Oh, it could be bananas. I mean, it's not vegetables.
It's never vegetables, is that what you said?
Yeah, they're not vegetables. You know.
Yeah.
It's like I got this really good cabbage. Get your bushels of cabbage.
You get that in Korea. They do like that.
Do they?
Yeah, selling stuff on the street.
Like vegetables?
Yeah, all the time. They have more than fruits.
Really?
Fruits is less common.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's the opposite.
Yep.
When you flush a toilet, does it goes the reverse way too?
Yes, it does.
Huh. Do Koreans, is all Asian culture read left to right?
Left to right. No, usually Japanese does the right to left thing. But
Really?
Yeah.
How come? How come they
Well, it's two different islands. They're separated for thousands and thousands of years.
I think it's pronounced Island.
It's not. It's pronounced island.
Cayman's Island. the Canary Islands. Right? Right?
Right.
Okay. Hey, I read an article. It said that people that it's a hypothesis that people that go to sleep later, might be more creative.
Sounds about
Sorry,
right.
Brandon, but we're converting you to
Hey,
a creative person.
2 o'clock in the morning is late as hell.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's perfectly fine. We're gonna convert you, because I saw you up at 3 o'clock. You were still on your phone. I was like, yeah, he's going to the dark side, literally, right? Is it weird? Are you still waking up early?
I try to wake up by 10, but it's been more towards 11.
Yeah, then 12, 11, 12, and then
The first week
1
I get home,
o'clock.
I'm not gonna get a damn thing done.
Yeah.
I've already come to terms with that.
You're never gonna see your girlfriend because you have alternating shifts. Does she have like a 9 to 5?
Well, close enough. It's like, I think she works 7 to 4.
7 to 4.
Yeah.
Wow.
7:30, something like that.
The time she wake up 5, you say, or something, really early?
Yeah, usually 5:30 to 6 somewhere.
Jeez.
Well, Chris, you sleep really early, actually, because you sleep at 5 o'clock in the morning. That's pretty early, if you ask me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you went to bed at 6 again last night?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
That was good. I don't know.
I couldn't wake up at 10 if I went to bed at 6.
I could wake up if I have stuff to do.
It would cause death. I don't know.
Like, I don't know. I just do it. But anyway, the article I read briefly, it was pretty interesting. It said that people might be more like creative because people that stay up late kind of go against the grain. They like to go against the grain. Maybe not creative is not the word they said. Maybe it was a different word. And they said people that go against the grain sometimes are more, they think differently. So, not necessarily people that think differently are always creative. It could be crap, you know. But that's what the hypothesis was. And I thought that was interesting. Does that make sense?
Well, it's sort of obvious, though, isn't it? Like, if you go to bed, like, because people that go to bed later have time to, like, or, you know, they're not surrounded by a lot of people. They can,
Yeah, it's kind of
they
the
can be
alone
with their own
time.
thoughts and stuff.
Uh,
Not distracted,
well, some people.
not swept up into whatever else is going on.
So you're saying you need quiet to concentrate?
Well, creativity is about having new ways of doing something. And if everybody's awake, then you're going to do things the way everybody else is doing something already. There's more people awake, so there's more people who might influence you or might peer pressure you into.
But that's specifying what kind of creative person is.
Well, I think that's what creative person is.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Well, what do you know about it?
I don't know if it's true or not.
What is creative? What does it mean to create?
Huh?
What does it mean to create?
I don't know.
You don't know? Good answer. That's a very creative answer.
Well, if a person likes to create a lot of things during, let's say, Christmas time, right? And they're very Christian-y. They like to create different props and stuff. What do you think? What might you call this person? that they do during the Christmas. And they like
crafty stuff.
religious stuff during Christmas time. Like the craft things.
Yeah, well, it's creative if it's. I think creativity is just solving a problem that can't be solved otherwessy. Like that can't be solved.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like a specific kind. What might you
method.
call this person that creates like very religious, Christmassy kind of decorations?
I would say a Christmasative.
Try again.
A creativity.
No, you're close.
Creativity scene.
No, yeah, there it is.
Is that it?
That's it.
That's pretty good.
You like that?
Yeah.
I came up that with a bunch of people in the car, and it was noisy. So I debunked your notion that it has to be quiet. It has to be at nighttime. It's there.
Be, but,
Take that, Aaron Philby. You go home now. Yeah. What now, huh? Got nothing, right? I don't know. Let's just saying. But aren't you just saying that you need to be quiet, be creativity? But who said that?
No, like there's, like I think we all have kind of built-in stuff in our head that can do stuff, and built-in ways of doing things that we would come, like so that if we're in a situation where there's nobody else, we can still survive. I think that's what that is. And then well, most of the time we don't need it because most of the time we're surrounded by other people, and there's all kinds of traditional ways of doing things, and we can talk to each other and all that kind of thing and make decisions. But in the absence of people, that little guy wakes up and and you can respond to him.
But are you saying that from your own point of view?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you think? But that's kind of
like doesn't everybody? No, it doesn't. Well, I'm just saying everybody's got a little creative person inside them, and he doesn't need to. If he doesn't come out, he doesn't need to come out.
How do you know? What kind of research have you done?
None.
Have you talked to
I've
anybody?
done none, but I know lots of creative people, and I myself am creative from time to time.
I mean, I don't know the answer, but I just
that's the answer.
Don't know.
The answer is yes. I'm right.
I'm sorry, you didn't say in the form of a question.
The answer is yes. Am I right?
Are you making this right?
No. I'm gonna go straight.
Yeah.
Straight.
Straight?
Straight. What? Straight.
Go.
Right.
Oh.
I thought it was a right here. I know one of them times is eventually may go right.
Yeah. But this guy said this guy.
Yeah, the GPS is actually wrong here. Because I drove here with Brandon and I was like, the GPS said something weird, like make a U-turn or something too.
They wanted me to go around the back way.
Maybe or something, but no, I think this is right, right? Is this right? This looks right. Yeah, that's right.
Right.
So,
so
if it was just me in the car,
yeah.
Well, for one, I'd be paying more attention to the little Siri inside of me, and
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. Do you think you're more creative by yourself then? When you alone time?
I don't think it can be. I don't think it can just be. I don't think that's enough. But I think most of the time people don't get very much of that. But I think if that's there, then that's helpful. But I think it's also necessary to be among people and
to instigate
situations and places where you I don't know to. But I think it's important to have that time to sort of meditate and I don't. So I think that's what I think. Did I answer? Did I not finish that sentence?
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I don't think it's necessarily around people. I guess it is. It's just anything that stimulates the mind. Anything,
Yeah, you need stimulation.
Any stimulation. Sure. So, and of course, being around people, you're exchanging ideas, exchanging communication cues, body language, all that stuff.
And the main creative problems that need to be solved are people-related problems because it's people that are like that's what we have to deal with. That's where it's not survival anymore. It's dealing with all these people and trying to move
this guy's
forward.
throwing up gang signs in the car next door here.
Just window and just
Who?
No, the
He's
guy
doing
over
that.
there, he just stuck his
Jeep.
one into like a peace sign and a rock. I think they're playing rock, paper, scissors or something.
Rock, paper, scissors with the gang signs.
Yeah.
So we went to the Adidas store today, and there was this big sale that we didn't even know was going on.
The yeah.
Yeah. And Sammy got all angry at this guy. But
Really?
she didn't confront him or anything. But she was just like very frustrated because she was looking at these shirts and she was like, oh, I like this one and I like this one and I like this one. And then there's this one that she liked the most. She still hadn't decided whether she was going to buy it or not. But it was just sitting in there. And some guy grabbed the last small. Some guy that was kind of lingering around us. He must have been like, oh, she's not going to grab that small. He went and he got this small and the one that she liked, the one that fits her.
Which one was
that
it?
small size is what she
What color was it?
Khaki.
It was like kind of like green, like a dark
Khaki.
green.
Khaki?
Khaki
They say
and
khaki color, but it's
color.
like dark green.
But
And he grabbed it, and then so she ended up having to get the large. She's gonna like cut it down to size.
now I like it. You will cut some make more clear,
Yeah.
and then large size logo is more big. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
so.
you like the bigger logo?
I don't know. I'm not sure if I like the bigger logo. You like the bigger logo?
Nah. It's too
We
much.
have to like the bigger logo.
It's
We
like
don't
when
have a
people
choice.
have those polo shirts. You see how crazy those polos things are these days?
No.
They're like this big. It's like
What?
6 inches. The polo shirt, they got the polo
Oh,
logo.
the little. Oh yeah, the
They're
whole
like this
horse
big
guy.
now. They're
I
big.
saw.
Wait, it's way too big. Soon it's just gonna be the whole shirt. Is she? Be
that's
that big.
cute.
If it's really,
Soon
really
it's just
big.
gonna be the guy. It's just gonna be the polo guy on a horse. Every time you draw a caricature, and it's just the polo guy sitting on a horse sitting in front of you.
We should do that. If somebody has a polo shirt, people don't wear polos here.
Draw him on a horse with the polo mallet. I like it. That's a good idea.
I don't like those shirts. You know, it's funny how like polo, like the term polo is
Derogatory.
uh,
Yeah, it's horse smacker.
what? No, it's like I can't think of the description, but you know how like Kleenex, it's a tissue, but it's literally
Yeah.
Kleenex is the
Yeah,
brand.
yeah.
No, so it's like, oh, wear a polo. You can just wear a polo. It's the brand. It's not, you know.
So polo wins.
How do we do that? How do we
Polo wins
trademark
that
it? So
Oh, get a
like,
California boy. I'm gonna go get a California
yeah, you want to get a
boy.
California boy? But
So
we've got
stupid.
different products though.
Doesn't
We got airbrush. We got
People try to do it with like funny faces and stuff.
funny faces.
You want to get a funny face? People say that sometimes. You guys
Yeah,
want
I
to get
like
a funny face?
I think it's clearer than a caricature sometimes.
You guys want to get a puzzle? You guys want to get a puzzle face?
A puzzle face.
Start it. Start puzzle faces.
I'm so nervous.
Why?
Marco.
Marker.
Oh, we're bringing markers today.
Marker. You're nervous.
Maybe try and next time we do it again.
Well, I was thinking if we do the marker, we're gonna do all marker sketch, 100% marker. I never use markers,
Maybe.
but we just draw it normally, just like on the paper, and then we use that as a guide, and then we don't undersketch. We just look at it. You know?
maybe on the sketchbook.
Huh?
Maybe
Yeah, or like we draw on the paper, you know, like with a pencil, and then we don't even have to ink it, and we just rip it off and then put it to the side and just kind of follow it, you know. So it's all marker, no.
Yeah, you're saying do a sketch on
On the paper though, on that size, or we can do a little drawing, you know, just like a little idea so we know where we're going. Or sketchbook. You ever do all marker, Aaron?
I don't know. If
I mean,
I've
just
done
not for a life, not park sketch, but I'm just saying like in general.
I've done a marker drawing before. I've done a caricature on one marker. Probably.
I like Nate's marker drawings.
Oh yeah.
They're really good.
Yeah.
He doesn't like them though. I mean, he likes them, but I think he says a lot of people like him, but he doesn't like them.
Oh,
That was when he started getting really into it. That's when he started. He started out. I think it was messing with the marker, and that's when he started really getting into it.
It's really good. I think it's just really bold the way he.
Nate did a retail marker.
No. He would just do them for fun or at Iska.
He drew aerodynamic marker.
First time we saw a caricature marker was Kevin
That's
Reuter
so
doing
cool.
that.
Huh?
Kevin Reuter was doing marker sketches of people in the that worked at Cedar Point, and they were so cool. He was the first one we saw doing it with the marker.
All marker?
Well, I don't know, but he did the ink line too. He did he used the
So he-
Marquette for the line or whatever else, you design marker or Marquette or
And
something.
did he color it kind of realistic? I mean, like how you would do it normally, or was it very designy?
It's so designing, it's so cool.
Really?
You couldn't make I couldn't make sense of like how is he deciding where to put this and where to put that? And by his rim lighting, so gorgeous. You know that
Edge lighting?
edge lighting you call
Is
it?
it rim lighting?
Rim lighting, edge lighting. It was like he does it really well. Lately, I've been getting away from that. I don't like doing that myself.
Why don't you like it?
I don't know. I guess I feel like I've just been misusing it, and I'm more. I mean, I could put it in, but every time I'm like, nah, why? I don't need it. And then
I don't know. It just looks dynamic.
it can look dynamic. Well, I guess that's just not the look I'm going for.
I guess it makes it more.
I think Andy doesn't really do rim lighting.
No, he doesn't.
And I think that's what I've been thinking about.
Oh, I want to be like Andy.
He gets that color looking so cool sometimes, and you don't like, and you set out trying to think like, okay, what would Andy do? But then it never looks as cool. And then you go back and look at some Andy sketches, and you're like, oh yeah. And then you try again, and it still doesn't look right. Close together eyes. That's what I want to do. Close together eyes. Everybody.
Everybody.
Doesn't matter.
Hammerhead shark, close together eyes.
Hammerhead shark? Close together eyes.
That'd be funny. Maybe you do a cartoon of like everybody's drawings, make fun of everybody's drawings. Everybody's kind of like things they do.
You should do that.
We had this thing, did I tell you that? We were like, you might be a redneck thing, you might be a redneck if you do this or that, We said, like, you might have been drawn by this person if you did this.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about this?
You might have been drawn by Eric Goodwin.
If you're still being drawn by Eric Goodwin.
Yeah.
No, I knew you were going to say that. Eric takes a while in sketches, but they're amazing. Just kidding, they're horrible. Nah, I'm
But
just kidding.
I think that he was the only one that we got a really good joke out of. Is there anybody else that...
There's someone on Ty Jones. Pretty rough, though.
Oh, really? Are they new ones that I haven't heard?
It's digging a little too deep, and I don't want to air out. It's personal.
Okay, well, we'll have to do
Well,
that.
it'll be
off
nice.
air.
It'll be nice to people.
Let me try to think of it myself.
Well, watch out, this guy's
you
coming
might
through.
got
Let him
drawn
through.
by Ty Jones.
Have you worked with him enough?
Oh!
You're fine. Oh, God, that guy's going to run outside.
Oh, that's my saw.
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. You might have got drawn by Ty Jones.
Oh, there's one I could say. You got one? I don't know if you know this habit of his when he draws people.
No.
You might have been drawn by Ty Jones if half your paper is ripped.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not really that.
He tears it off poorly?
No, he never changes his tear trip or his tear bar, so it, like, he creates this giant like rip on the top of it. It'd be pretty funny. And also, this one's not as funny too, but you might have been drawn by Ty Jones if when he's about to draw you, he has to get new paper, more paper, because he always like goes to the last sheet of paper. So whenever you get to the last sheet of paper, we call it Ty Jonesing it,
Oh.
because he just doesn't change it until like he realizes he has no paper.
How about this? You might have gotten drawn by Ty Jones if you got one done by the California Boys and it was a black guy.
That works.
And you're unhappy with it. Just kidding. Just joking. I love those ones he did at San Diego.
With who?
The San Diego ones.
Oh,
Back in
yeah.
the day.
Well, here's my thing, and so Ty did a stint in San Diego, did these amazing park sketches, and he mostly just wanted to focus on black and white, so he just did black and white sketches. So he posted some side by side of the sketch and the customer, and he made the customer sketch black and white. I mean the reference photo, he just switched to black and white. I don't like that. I think that's weird. Like, just to be like, okay, this
To help.
help you see what.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, just post it live color and see how, I don't know. It just kind of bothers me. How do you feel about that? I think it's unnecessary.
It doesn't bother me, but it doesn't seem like it's necessary.
Yeah, it's not necessary. I'd rather see what you saw in color and it's how you translate it versus like I'm gonna tweak this photo to make it black and white. So
Yeah, but nobody saw a photo anyway. People just saw real life.
Huh?
Photo is, if you're gonna be picky about that, you ought to be picky about, oh, you shouldn't take a photo of the person because the artist wasn't looking at a photo.
you can do the best you can.
Well, then do video of everybody if you want to do the best you can.
The best you can that you want to.
He's like a creaky door. Did we ever make that joke?
Yeah.
Oh, Sammy's someone sounds like a creaky
Yeah,
door.
creaky house.
That's you.
Me?
Yeah,
Corey
you-
does it
You
too.
sound more like a
Corey
creaky
goes,
door.
when he's thinking.
How do that?
Corey. And Jordan goes like that too. He goes, I don't know.
Let's get rid of the trash can, Corey.
No, he only does it when he's thinking. Like, thinking.
I didn't take any thought. No, we can't get rid of it.
No, he's like, no, I'm leaving it.
How about this sticky tape to put our little tear strips on?
No, it's pretty definitely no.
Oh, 36.
Yeah, we should just go to the fair.
Aw.
No, but this is inside the time. We are already arrived before.
That's bien.
Are kids off today or something? Why is so many traffic? I guess not that much traffic.
Monday.
You might have gotten drawn by Joe Bloom
Ooh.
if you ever showed a caricature to the artist in the picture. Never mind. I dropped it.
No, finish it.
And
Oh,
they
you're
said,
drunk.
wow, you got dropped by Joe Bloom.
Wait, what?
What?
That's confusing.
Yeah, I know. I told you. I abandoned it anyway. You should just let me abandon it.
I tricked you into it. You should have stuck to your guns. It was teaching you a lesson. Always stick to your guns. Unless you're a terrorist. Then no guns.
There's this guy at SeaWorld that showed us a picture. Yeah, we got one done last year, and he showed me. It was really cool. It was Joe did it.
Was it a good one?
Yeah, it was a good one. I was like, whoa, you got dropped by Joe Bloom. And he was like, after that, he just was like a little bit more like, yeah, I got dropped by Joe Bloom. Hey, he was showing us like, hey, this guy is dropped by Joe Bloom.
Wait, did he know him as an artist, or he just?
No, just because we were all like, wow, you got dropped by Joe Bloom.
Hmm.
So it puffed him up a little bit, and he was like, yeah, I guess I did. I guess I did get dropped by Joe Bloom.
I did a gig, like just a college gig, and I was just drawing people, and then just chit chatting. These are quick sketches, and I just quickly asked this girl. I was like, "Hey, you ever get drawn by character before?" And she goes, "Yeah, I got drawn by Joe Bloom." And like you're shocked because you're like, "Wait, what? Like you don't? Just a random person?" You're like, "How do you know his name?" And
Oh, wow.
And it turns out she's a caricature artist too.
Oh.
So
You got hustled.
yeah, I got bamboozled. I got, what's my favorite word? Percolate? No. Proclivity.
Proclivity. Isn't this nice? Isn't this dead air nice? Nice and peaceful?
Oh, a little bit is fine. It's a little breather, Like, you don't want too much of a breather. You're watching a movie, you're like, oh, okay, it was a big action scene. You're like, oh, let's take a little breather. Like a minute or two, it's fine.
Yeah,
But you don't want like a 4-hour
Sure you do.
break.
If you're watching like a background noise movie, that just is all about atmosphere, you can watch work on some art project and watch
Yeah,
like
but there
Apollo,
should be
or what's that movie?
there should be a little bit of noise, There's no static.
Yeah, but there could be like ambient noise, there's still
Ambulance noise?
there's still gonna be noise even if we don't say anything, just from
It's
the
true.
traffic.
It's funny when I listen to this podcast, you can hear like the car moving.
You can probably hear the Windows thing swishing too.
Probably. Siri comes in really clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll listen
Well, maybe
to.
you should
when
go
listen
on
to-
her podcast.
Oh, maybe I will.
Ambulance noise.
Ambulance noise.
I just like to have a little ambulance noise in the background.
There's an
What do you
episode.
like to listen to when you paint? I just like to have a little ambulance noise. You mean ambient noise? Oh yeah, I mean ambient noise.
There's an episode of Simpsons where Homer was.
Oh, they already made that joke?
Huh? I got it.
Huh? I'm sorry, did they... I'm saying, did they already... Never mind, go ahead.
The ambulance noise?
Did they make the ambulance noise joke
No,
already?
no, it's a different one. It was similar. It just reminded me of that. It was Homer was trying to lull Marge to sleep in the bedroom, you know, and you remember this?
Yeah.
And he was like, I want to make sounds of the ocean, you know, so he's like, whoosh.
Oh, yeah.
Whoosh. Then he's like, ah, and then he make a tugboat or something, or
Yeah.
what's that noise that's really? Is it tug?
Mm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Homer.
Bow.
I'm gonna get a coffee. I gotta stay awake. I only had, let's see, 10 o'clock, went to bed at 6 a.m., woke up at 4 hours of sleep. I'm okay.
Craziness.
I'm okay as long as I keep on moving and talking and like.
Oh.
Is it true that if sharks don't move, they'll die?
Yeah, that's true.
Is it a myth?
Uh,
Or is it all fish? All fish need to move because they need oxygen, right?
Yeah, I think that's true.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes sense, though, right?
There's some medicine or something, like a pill, it's called Ambien. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, it helps you fall asleep.
Oh, is that what that's for?
Yeah. What's the other one? Tryptophan?
I don't know.
Hey, what kind of what do aquatic life take when they're trying to fall asleep?
Tryptophan.
Yeah, that's it. You got it. See, this is what Kirby and I do. Ooh,
You could take the call.
take a call.
Oh,
Let's put on speakerphone.
probably nothing I want to take.
Is it employees asking you, hey, are you still working at this park?
You die now.
There's another one that helps you fall asleep. My mom takes it sometimes.
It's called...
Alcohol?
I
I knew it. I knew it, Aaron. I knew you were gonna say it. I don't need you anymore.
It's called toe jam.
What? No, stick with your one that I can predict. No, it's another one. It's anybody know it? It's another chemical people take. Like it's in a pill that helps you fall asleep. It's in light too, or it's not in light. It's
Vitamin C?
it's in something. It's a name.
What?
Anybody want to call in?
No? Are you saying a joke or...
No, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. It's actually something where it's. I think maybe it's in Ambien. Maybe Ambien is the name of the drug in something.
Ambulance?
Melanoma. That's what it is.
Melanoma.
Right?
Melanoma, that's skin cancer or something.
Oh shit.
You know what melanin is?
Melatonin.
What's melatonin and what's melanin? That's something else.
Huh? John Melanin.
That's
He's
like
the bees in the Beatles.
John Mellencamp.
I heard in Japan he's they made him into a square. So he's easy to stack.
Who?
John Watermelon Cap.
So
When I was a kid, my parents, I had a pretty boring childhood.
Really?
And my parents sent me to Mellencamp.
And you tried to get married, but you couldn't.
Couldn't elope.
You couldn't cantaloupe. Melatonin. Is that what it is?
What's
Because they
melatonin?
say, I think your body naturally produces melatonin, if I'm thinking right, and light kills the melatonin in your body or something. So that's why it's bad to look at your phone before you go to sleep or watch TV, you know.
All right,
Small
we're
coffee
here.
for me.
I love you.
I love you too. You get a shake?
You want a shake?
No.
Hi, may I help you?
Hi, I would like a large coffee, please.
Large coffee?
And also
Small coffee with cream?
Yes, a large coffee.
a small coffee with cream.
How many creams?
How many?
No, two.
Two creams, please.
2 creams.
Yep.
I want
And the
small.
large? And the large is?
Large is- Large, just black.
Alright, is the large coffee and the small coffee with 2 creams? Anything else, sir?
Yes, just a moment.
One more small.
One more small coffee, please. Just black. Yeah.
Any cream, any sugar?
Black. No, thank you.
No? Okay, it's gonna be $3.95.
Just a moment. There might be anything else? Anybody?
No, that's good.
I guess that's it. Thank you. Thank you, sir. No, that'll be all. Thank you. That'll be all. Thank you very much.
I think it's acknowledgement.
You guys say I love you,
I love you.
and then hang up. I love you.
That's the I love you guy, though.
You ever see
Who's
the movie?
revving their engine back there? What's going on?
The guy behind us?
They better not be. He revving his engine
on
at
a
me,
bike
yeah.
back there.
I don't think so.
Their bike over there.
Oh, it's a bike.
Behind.
No, I want a hash brown. No, I don't want a hash brown. Fine. What was I gonna say? I love you. I love you, man. You ever seen the movie I Love You, Man?
What was the thing about melatonin?
Oh, so your body naturally produces this thing.
You know what my body produces?
Farts.
Melatonin.
So your body produces melatonin, and the light, counteracts it. So it's it's a natural instinct. So when it's light out,
You know what my
Your
body
body's-
produces? A natural instinct.
see, I like that one. Ooh, cash today? Want to give them all cash today?
No.
Tip money? Oh,
Okay, the large coffee, the
Yep.
small coffee, 2 creams, and the small coffee, just a coffee.
Yeah.
It's gonna be $3.95.
Thank you.
Fine, I'll be.
you should give them a card and say, keep the change.
Give
Yeah, give them a card and say, keep
Credit
the change.
card?
Yeah, credit card. Keep the change. A little something for you.
Thank you, sir. A little something for you. But why? Get yourself on.
Hey,
What?
put up your window. I got some private stuff to tell you.
Keep the change.
Hey,
My PIN number is. All right, what?
Do you notice when people that have an accent, like this guy had an accent, you tend to talk like that
Yeah.
to mimic it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta, because you want it to be understood. You just figure that if they knew how to say it correctly, they would. So, so if you're,
If you're saying similar to how they're saying, they'll understand better?
yeah. Otherwise, what's a sugar? Like they say sugar.
Yeah, you
So
say,
you
what's
say-
sugar?
Sugar. If they say sugar, you gotta say sugar too, because they sugar to me. What's sugar? I don't know what sugar is. I like
want
the
apple
sweet
pie?
stuff called sugar.
No, I completely agree because when I talk to Sammy, I
Yeah,
do you notice that I change, I enunciate
Hello.
like her?
Hello. I don't have your coffee yet.
Oh, no rush.
You want a part?
Sure.
No. What? I got a park?
Looks like it'll be ready soon.
They park here in the front.
All right.
Thank you.
Are you going to bring it out to us or we got to walk up to it?
I don't know.
How's this work?
I
What's
don't,
up
we don't
first?
have that much time. I'm surprised. I never had a park before.
What happened?
They say they don't. I see it
They
dripping.
ran out of coffee.
No, they
Three
they
copies.
just move it along. But I think hopefully, I think somebody's going to bring it out to us actually.
That's weird though. So they gotta have some. I guess they must have like some
I
galoshes.
mean, we can
and-
just run out there too. I never heard somebody at the drive-thru just say, go park. That defeats the purpose of it.
Yeah.
Right?
I've had that happen before. Though.
Really? It's a good
It
idea.
was if you order something like a chicken sandwich or something where you gotta like wait.
No, I've had it where they actually, the way it was built, the drive-thru, you go forward and you just park to the left and let other people pass through.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this doesn't really work as well.
No.
Or for instance, if you go to Sonic, you ever been to Sonic?
You know, I've never been to Sonic. I
Sonic's
wanted
pretty
to.
Cool.
They have like milkshakes and stuff, or milkshakes and stuff.
Yeah.
I just said the same thing twice. You might have gotten caricatured by me if you're not sure what you got. No, that's not good. It's too easy. Somebody had a good one for me.
You might have had a caricature by Chua. If
Oh no, I got it.
all right,
No, go ahead. You finish.
I don't really have anything very good.
You might have gotten caricature from Chua if you ask for a black and white and it has 20 colors in it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Nobody gets that. Nobody's gonna laugh at
That's
that.
good. That's only funny to caricature artists.
Yeah.
Chris Chua, so it's
Well,
no
people
good.
that know me.
You want to go by Chris Chua?
I don't think we did one for you. You might have gotten caricature from Aaron Philby.
If you left the stand very unhappy.
No, you have a pretty good happy ratio
Yeah, I do.
because you draw very cartoony.
Lately, but I'm.
No, you just draw cartoony, and people can relate to cartoony. Exaggerated, crazy, weird. People get weird, but you just draw a right amount of cartooniness that it's it's funny.
I try to do all the crazy stuff.
I like your funny stuff.
I try to do all the crazy, funny stuff.
Simplified, funny stuff. So I like.
All right. Well, that wasn't a very good joke.
Which one? My joke? Do I do an Aaron Philby?
Is that
one?
what it was?
Did I do one from you? Oh, you might have gotten drawn by Aaron Philby if you
If he talked you out of buying any mat or sleeve.
No, you're pretty good at that too. I'm trying to think.
Oh. These jokes are
Oh,
very complicated.
here we go. Yeah, you might have gotten drawn by Aaron Philby if he started over 7 times.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Because you ripped the page off a lot. You're a perfectionist, but it looks good though.
All right.
I don't know what we're doing here. It's kind of weird. They better.
McDonald's has deep pockets though.
You know,
So let's just.
when people mess up, should we give them a stare? We can look at them. We just stare at
Yeah,
them.
we can look at them.
You know, I think McDonald's doesn't give you free stuff if they mess up. You know who gives the most free stuff?
Papa John's.
Huh? Do they? I don't eat there regularly.
I don't know.
But Taco Bell gives you the most free stuff if they mess
It's because
up.
it's all just garbage instead of Yeah, you want more? You can have more.
We just got this out of the garbage, and it's just free. Oh wait, here it is.
It's delicious.
It's
though.
coming. It's coming for
delicious,
us.
though.
They
Oh,
actually
good
sell us
service.
something.
Oh, she's getting all wet.
Ah.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This one has cream.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Have
you.
a good day.
You
Wait.
too.
Which one?
This one. This one has cream.
Okay.
You can
You
see
just
the
leave it
little.
there.
You can see the cream coming out of the top a little bit.
Oh, look at that. All right. Let's do this.
You might have gotten drawn by Aaron Philby if he got lost on the way to the cash register. How about that?
Nah.
You gotta laugh.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. No, people don't know you get lost a lot.
Well, people don't know anything. They don't know anything about anything anyway.
Oh.
It's just our inside. It's not jokes for the general public.
You're right. How about Sae Mee jokes? You might have gotten drawn by Sae Mee if...
If
I don't know what Sae Mee does. Sae Mee doesn't. It's pretty consistent.
if all of your, if the something about doesn't understand English.
Mm.
If the,
No, here we go. You might have been drawn by Sae Mee if her husband is weird.
You win this one, Chua.
The end. End the podcast.
Nope.
No.
Can't do it.
Oh, man.
You don't have to be on.
I'm not on.
You know, I'm saying you don't have to be. You
I don't have to be here.
You don't have to be here. Just let it. You guys don't have to listen anymore. You can turn it off now. But we're gonna keep it recording just in case. What if you didn't record anything?
Huh?
I feel so dumb.
It's recording.
It's 4 minutes.
Oh, we gotta hurry up and get to work.
Wait, hold on. This is a 5-minute drive into work. Well, hold on. I thought
4:48.
I thought this was the time, like how long the recording
Oh,
was.
no. It's 54 minutes.
and
It's a
48 seconds.
54-minute drive. Jeez. It takes forever to get to work.
A very special episode.
You know, Kirby did a prank on me. Phone down. Kirby did a prank on me. He said I didn't. He pretended he couldn't whistle for like 3 months. So he was always like, and then he would purposely then whistle because I know he doesn't know that I don't pay attention. And he's like, I've whistled around you and you just didn't pay attention. And he just kept that gag on. It's pretty good. Well done, Kirby.
Wait, what?
Huh?
So he
No.
can or can't whistle?
He can whistle, and I was like, one day he's like, oh, I can whistle. I just been messing with you the whole time. He's like, I've even whistled around you, and then later on, I pretend I couldn't whistle, and you wouldn't catch on.
Oh,
So
he got you.
he knows me too well. That's the point when I end my friendships. It's just too much. I have to be mysterious.
So did we ever think of a good one for Ty?
Ty?
You might have been drawn by Ty Jones. If your artists, you might have got drawn by Ty Jones if Chris Chua ended his friendship with.
It is true. I did end the
I
friendship
still like
with
you,
Ty
Ty.
Jones.
Chris Chua's stupid.
All right. Speaking of ending friendships, end of the podcast.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.